Hello everyone, welcome back for another game of Starcraft 2. Here we have the last son of Boxer, the final boss, the heart of the swarm, none other than Dark. In the opposite corner we have one of your favorites, Astrea. Astrea, also known as the Mad Max or the Guardian Angel. These are two of the best players in the world. Astrea and Dark were considered for their own race the best in 2022. For example, in the Golden Series Team Championship 2022, Astrea was considered the best Protoss, while Dark in the same Golden Series Team Championship, but in the fall season, he was considered the best Zerg. What is going to happen? We are going to find out together. My name is Keanu, and I'm glad for you to be here with me. So far, standard opening, the probe is searching, trying to see what is happening in the base of his opponent, and stealing some minerals. This is what pro players are doing. Later we have time to micro probe to steal some of the minerals. Any bit of advantage matters. And the overlords that are spreading in different directions. And while this is happening, a cheeky base for the Zerg. A hatchery planted a little bit further away from the usual place where you would expect it. A spawning pool, already an extractor, and for the Protoss we have here a nexus and a gateway. So standard opening, a little bit greedy with the nexus. Usually you have the cybernetic core and then you have it, but each and everything this player is doing is not random. Astrea is also known for having its own build, Astrea build. We are going to see a lot of action. It's a long video. Thank you for being here with me, and remember to subscribe. This will help a lot in terms of YouTube algorithm. So let's make an offering to it. And please let me know in your comments what should we cast in the future. What players would you enjoy to see fighting? Already here we have an adept morphing in. Adepts are very good at the beginning of the game. And is this probe going to be able to survive? Look at these Zerlings. Yeah, the probe survive. Are you going to bring little probe this batch of minerals to your overlord? To Astrea? And while this is happening, we have the adept going to the opposite direction. We have his ability called shading. They can be in two places in the same time. Also, it's very good because you can travel further. But here is the queen. No, it was just a distraction. Here we have two strategical overlords trying to make sure they can see any medivac drops. If you are a Terran or for a Protoss, to see a worm prism. And what are these guys doing? It's like, look at them, how cute they are. Like a bunch of cats tribe dancing. This is what I like about this game. Despite I'm in love with it for so long, it's still able to surprise me with small details. And while this is happening, you can see here in terms of army, they are pretty equal. So with the workers, Astrea has a little bit of an advantage, but not that much. In terms of income, we are pretty close, with Astrea having more gas. Obviously it's needed for Protoss. Protoss, it's a race that requires a lot of gas. And now we have the Void Raid trying to do some damage. Is it going to be able to kill some of the workers, or at least deny the creep spread? All by herself? Already one Zergling is dead. And is going straight to the main base. But already a queen. Two in the second one. And can you see the spread of the creep? This is why Dark is so feared all over the world. And while that was happening, an Oracle as well tried to do some damage. But it's impossible when you play against Dark to manage to do some economic damage that easily. He's also known as the Foreigner Killer, and he has only lost 9 series against foreigners. 3 of those figure it out. It was in 2012, and the other 3 was against Serral. And we all know that Serral is out of this world. Shading again, trying to trick the Zerg. But 0 chances, these Zerlings are always on the move, hunting. Are they going to be able to have us around? Yes. That adept is dead. His buddy from the sky came to save him, the other one is dead. I don't believe it. Here we have a NYDUS swarm, just in front of Astrea's base. Luckily for him, the Void Raid is here. But that was a very good distraction, because the Void Raid had to stay over there. And another one. So Dark is playing in mysterious ways. Already he has more in terms of the army, 45. And now we see the March of the Queen. Let's see it again. The March of the Queen. So we have here the Knight to Swarm. And the Queens are marching. Probably Dark was expecting a short game to surprise his opponent. Luckily there is a shield battery, and look at them coming, popping out of the Knight Swarm. Together with the Zerlings, only one Archon. Another Knight Swarm, just for safe measure. The probes are being pulled. Already creep spread on the opposite side of the map. Really? 6 minutes into the game. And Bailings. If they are able to connect with the juicy probes, are they? Yes. Huge detonations happening everywhere. Look at Astrea, only 20 in terms of military units versus 42, 48 in terms of workers. This base is as good as dead. I don't see how he can survive. And while this is happening, another swarm, another one in his opponent's face, in his own base, already creep spread. I cannot believe it. It was actually successful. So, epic fights everywhere. A recall was needed. And Astrea managed to survive. Any other player would have been dead by now. Or not. The probes are dying. This Immortal and this Archon are keeping another Knight Swarm. Wow, wow, just wow. And look at the creep spread. Like literally in face of the base. And where it used to be the base of the Protoss, denying any future early Nexus. So while this is happening, wow, intensive match. We have Dark spreading creep in his opponent's base. Astrea is trying to somehow come back after this. Luckily for him, he didn't lose too many workers. This is what is keeping him alive. And Dark is having his 4th hatchery. 4 versus 2. Not bad at all. Now 3 Nexus for the Protoss. This is an epic game. Thank you for watching it with me. Now an observer was called. This creep needs to be denied, but look, while they are denying the creep in their front base, here we have amazing creep spread. Like pretty soon is going to cover the entire map if left unchecked. And it was left unchecked so far. Army value heavily favoring Dark in terms of minerals, and Astrea in terms of gas. And another Nexus Swarm. So this is something that Dark really prefers to do. This Swarm Prison try to do something. Too many queens here to actually be able to succeed. And now we have the swarm host play, which is never a good sign. Direct into the main base, trying to do some economical damage. This is guaranteed damage. Is this base going to survive? Barely. So another wave and it's dead. These three zealots are making sure to prevent this from happening in the future, and while this is happening in the main base, here we have another attack, or just a distraction, with an NYDUS swarm. You have to make sure the swarm host always is in a position to attack in the proximity of the opponent's base for guaranteed damage. Another Nexus. And where are the locusts going to go? Into the third Nexus direction. Action, non-stop action everywhere. Is it going to survive? No. So Astrea back to 2 bases. We started immediately another Nexus. So this is the value of NYDUS swarm. Locusts are deadly. He's trying to acquire. Without another Nexus, Astrea is as good as dead. Because this is going to run out of minerals. The main base already almost running out. So what can you do? He's trying now a counterattack. Probably. In order to destroy some of the economy, but already like 3 roaches. A queen here. Giving plenty of time on why this is happening. Another attack. Attacks happening everywhere. Trying to deny again this base. These zealots are still alive. These roaches are very cheap. And they do a lot of damage. Look at the workers dying. Oh, it's painful just to watch. The defense of Dark is spotless. And now these roaches are running for their life. They are excellent units, but they need numbers. And guess what? Another NYDUS swarm. Another wave of locusts. For guaranteed damage. Epic game. Storms, Archons, not that much. So immediately they can go back into the NYDUS swarm and retreat. And it's non-stop action. I really don't want to be Astrea. I will be dead by now. Attacks everywhere. Army value heavily favoring Dark now. And Dark is almost maxed out. This Immortal is dead. Never a good thing to be all by yourself. And now another Locust wave. Is it going to achieve? Yeah, this juicy Nexus is the target. Guaranteed damage. These roaches are also trying their best. Look at this ball of deadly Protoss army. Looks awesome. So now Astrea is trying to go counter-attacking. Cannot left uncheck. Zerg 2 more minis because he's going to run out of minerals. He has to do something with his army. These high temperatures are good for their storm ability. But now already we have lurkers, which are very hard to deal with. You need to get close to them. Excellent storms, softening the Zerg, excellent attack. But in terms of army, I think there are too many Zerg units. A surround And we're dead. NYDUS swarm popping just behind to create a wall of. That's something you barely see. So that was a very good army, Protoss army, but nah, I don't see how Astrea can come back from this. Although, why am I saying this? These zealots are doing their best to create a lot of damage. But another wave of locusts. Each time they're free, literally they're free damage. Yeah, some of the probes went down, but even with this, we still have minerals, while Astrea, unfortunately, is running out of them. This is the only base that actually has some minerals left. And if Dark is able to deny this base as well, and probably he will, another wave of locust. Look at them go. Trying to kill everything. Yeah, this robotic facility is dead. This extractor. Even 2 probes as bonus. Another ball of fierce Protoss warriors. Are they going to achieve anything? It was right in front of Astrea. Yeah, this is what will keep Astrea alive and give him a chance of winning, but look at the discrepancy. 181 versus 104. Cool action. Awesome visual effects. I will not want to fight with Archons. NYDUS swarms everywhere. And this is a good intercept. And the lurkers are coming to protect their bodies, the swarm host. And now this base is in real danger. Yeah, probably this nexus is going down. Wow, yonking some of the Archons. And Dark is the winner. Astrea realized he has 0 chances. Thank you for watching with me and subscribe.